Warning! Some users may find the following video disturbing, so if you fucking don't like it, deal with it. So give this video a fucking like.
Hello and welcome to the game of KSP here. We are right now with the same satellite that we launched yesterday. But today we have the right trajectories and everything is going to be going great today. We're going to have our countdown sequence start up pretty soon. We're going to have our speed and our launch camera opened for you guys so you could see that. This is still going to be our mapping satellite that we are still launching. We'll have the countdown starting to go down. We're having a 70-second countdown today for today's launch. Today's launch will entail with the same thing. We're going to try and go to 100,000 and then get into outer orbit. Normally what happens is the engines engage at the countdown of 3 and then it'll let go at 1. This time we are going to try and do a let go of 1 second on the clock where we release it at 1 second today, because that seems to be one of the issues that I miscalculated in my entire thing here with the whole weight I added to the satellite and everything. But today we will get this up into orbit. It will go into its proper area and we will see this go through. We have about 30 and we will have command and control.
T-minus 35 seconds. We're just a few seconds away from switching to the redundant sense sequencer. T-minus 27 seconds.
Alright. We have the command there talking about what's going to go down.
20 seconds then.
Okay, 20. We have almost at 10 seconds.
15, 14, 13, T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We've gone for main engine start.
Yep, we're gonna only start on 1 and go and let it load. It's gonna freak a little bit out. Let it go through its loading sequence and then it will ignite for us and go. Right now we're just waiting for a camera to pick up its signal again on the aircraft that's about to take off. It stopped at 1 second. Our cam just froze. So just give it a couple seconds and it will take off and we will be heading off into the outer atmosphere. And there it goes. And we are clear. Yep, there we go. We are clear. As it leaves Kerbal, the Kerbin here, exiting the atmosphere at around 300 kilometers a second. It's gonna do a rotation and then it's gonna start rotating to the northern side when it hits around 30 kilometers like we want it to. So far we are good on this flight today. We will switch cams real soon so you guys can see the other side of this from the perspective of the flight. When we hit about 5,000 kilometers, when we hit that, you'll see us do a transition to the other cameras where you could witness the boosters separate from the main craft here exiting the atmosphere. So we'll now switch. So there you guys go. You guys can get the nice data there. It's because we're gonna hit 10,000 and they will break away pretty soon, as we will see right here in about 10, 9, 8, 7. Perfect. And they will, oh, whoa, what's going on? Alright, we're good. It was just our two boosters colliding together below us. That's all that was. So far we are golden in this flight, as you can see. Pretty soon you'll see it start making its bank turn towards the proper exit that we want this time. We want it to properly turn out of the atmosphere here. And once we get out of the atmosphere, we'll hit 100,000, and then we will do a burn, and we will see the shells in the process separate, and we will see the pods also separate and go into orbit, and the satellite will then go off. Stage 3, actually stage 2. And perfect, we are golden, our flight track path is golden. As you can see the outer edge of Kerbal there, as we see right there. I will show you guys what the our orbital trajectory map is stating, as you see with all the satellite data now being shown on where you guys are being tracked. But you guys are good. As you can see here with our trajectory going on, if I could pull that up right now, sorry for the little camera bug that's going on right there. We'll have there, as you can see, our trajectory today. We are almost at the 100,000 altitude that we want to be at today, which would be really great for us to be achieving, because this will be our first successful satellite launch since the failures that we had recently. And right now, for some reason, the cameras are going all buggy on us. Let's see if we can fix that. Nope, it is because we are somewhere in the atmosphere, or it's data. I think we're not getting enough data from the cameras right now, but we will fix that. So there you guys go, you got some data fixing. Assume it's this. Yes, it was. There you go, now we got data back. There you go, you get to see the separation. Soon we'll see the breakaway event on the right, as you can see there. Bring up that speed so you can see both of the speeds going. We will start going towards the marker for our orbit. We're almost at our trajectory height of 100,000 kilometers in the sky, which is really good because that's what we're trying to achieve today. Let me just lower that down just a little bit, that music, so you guys don't hear all of that. But we are then going to be heading up to the altitude that we need to be doing for this flight today. I hope you guys have been enjoying these flights in Kerbal Space Program here with the Stu Space Industry. Hopefully today in this flight it will be successful. We do have a lot of things riding on today, on this being a go successful mission. We just not need to touch anything. Everything has already been done and perfect. Right, that is fine. Right now this is where we are at, still in our trajectory nodes. Right here, so you could see, as you see right there, you can see where the green line is to where our satellite is. We are so close to entering the part where we will start boosting our way into a orbit of 100,000 kilometers. And at 100,000 kilometers, we will be releasing the our satellite and start taking imagery data and every type of data we could possibly take up with a small satellite that we can do. We still are running on a propellant system based for the our craft here. It looks like we are now starting our burn. We will switch to the camera so you guys can see that event, because you will see them split apart pretty soon. Once it goes through the very first initial part of this burn, it will then transition and burn away, and the main booster that got us up here will break apart and head back into Kerbal's atmosphere and then break apart on re-entry. One day we will have that re-land and be a reusable rocket someday. As you see, we are now breaking away and pushing on off from the main booster, where the main boost there, as you can see with the lines there, telling us what's going on with the orbital tracks and everything, where you could actually see what's going on. It is breaking away and going its way. I'll make it so you can see the stars. As you see, the engine on the right there is continuing on as the other craft on our left decides to go in and re-enter back into Kerbin's atmosphere. We will get in a camera where you will now see the front of the aircraft on the left. That is the front of our satellite craft that we are burning right now, where we will break away from it. We will break away from this craft, and the satellite there will open up in front of the cam, and we will start getting data in Kerbin here. So right now our trajectories are doing pretty good. We are burning proper. We are all good for this mission. So there is no problems for us. We are golden. We got 20 seconds on this burn until we are finished, and we will be releasing the satellite. Our successful mission here after a difficult time after those that mission failure back there. We finally got the correct trajectory outside of Kerbin, like we were supposed to. There's a certain amount of turn we did. The last one we did, it was too harsh of a turn. We went too high and then turned. We needed to just jump off the cliff in a way, and there we go. We got our orbit now created, and it's going to then finish up. And now we're going to end off the burn in 1 second. And there we go. We are now in orbit around Kerbin right now as we speak, with even fuel in this pod, where we're going to be letting go of the satellite now in front of us. We're going to be engaging SAS ourselves, and we're going to be going into a prograde, and we're going to be releasing the satellite. So if you pay attention to the left side of your screen right now, you'll see as the satellite will be breaking apart. Right now we're just trying to get the camera angle on the right for you, so you can also have a good angle of the breakaway of the satellite on the right. So you can see it exit from our pod. As you can see on the right side screen there, you can now see it. We are now going to release our pod into the atmosphere, and it's going to start going into a radial in. As you can see, it's going to go radial in, and it's going to start scanning all data that it can with every camera that has on it. We have a lot of advanced technologies on this craft of the MapSat-1, now in the perfect orbit to be doing imagery for us of Kerbin. And we will get data, and this was a successful mission today, and we'll watch it as it goes off into the distance, into deep space. The camera on the right, we will lose communication with it real soon. That's just how it is. We lose communications with these devices over time. So we did a successful mission today. I hope you guys enjoyed this flight in Kerbal space program today. So far, as you can see on the right there with the nice deep space we got, and you got the satellite on your left there on the left. We're about to lose communications with the satellite in the sense of its camera. So the right screen you're about to see go bye-bye, because we can no longer see that. And there it goes. We have now lost all connection to it. We'll hopefully turn on the satellite on it. As you see, it'll open up the satellite on the side, and it will be able to transmit more data towards us and to Kerbin, and also be a relay station at the same time. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode in Kerbal Space Program here with the Stu Space Industry, and finally successfully now getting our, I would say, satellite, our MapSat-1, into actual orbit, a successful orbit. So we're actually going to be getting this craft to be going to the moon. The goal of this mission here was so we could get this ready for the moon. We are going to swap out the thruster on it to an electronic thruster, electro thruster, because we have solar and we could take up that energy, and we are going to utilize it, but we might even add a solar ray where it extends out so it's a little bit more light. More light can be grasped by it. So yeah, we're going to be working on that in the space industry here at Stu Space Industries. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and I'll give you a little slight view of what the satellite actually looks like in space at Kerbal up here. Here we go. This is what it looks like up here at the sat with the map 1, and it will get data for us and scan around and everything. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and you know what to do.